Since young years of my life, I actually loved cooking. I actually loved to cook in general. I loved doing those pancakes. I loved doing everything. I especially loved things that I could flip in the pan. But there was only one problem. I never knew how to flip anything. All I could do was watch other people flip stuff and I would be like, amazing, whoa, how did this happen? What is he using? What handle is he using? In reality, it was all about the skill and the eye. Is this thing ready to be flipped? And is this really ready to be made? But back at the time, I didn't know anything. And I continued to try and fail, try and fail, try and fail. I have probably ruined more than half of my childhood meals that I actually made myself by trying to do something like this. Bro, sometimes I would even try to flip my eggs, my scrambled eggs, which didn't work out so well. So, thing is, later on, slowly but surely, I began to gain the hook of it. I began to actually improve. I started becoming better and better. Yes, it wasn't perfect. Sometimes I would only catch half of the pancake. But in reality, I was getting there. Then I slowly learned that I shouldn't throw the pancake as high and that I should only flip it slowly and low until I can actually learn this skill. And so I did that. I continue forward. I improve once more. I improve once more. I improve once more. And right now, literally right now, if you give me to flip a pancake, I can flip it perfectly with no any spillage, with nothing actually bad going wrong. And that's a skill that I always wanted to have, which is something strange. Why did I learn to make pancakes, but I'm struggling with everything else? And if you really think about it, many people, including probably yourself, have been doing something similar to me. Focusing on the thing that you actually like to learn. And maybe this thing isn't even that profitable. I mean, what can you do with flipping pancakes? Even if you go and work into a restaurant, the boss won't just randomly give you extra dollars because you know how to flip a pancake. Anyone can do it with their hands. So in reality, it doesn't really matter whether you take it with your hands or just flip it with the pan. When it comes down to the actual skills that matter in life, I was always kind of hesitant. I never actually knew how to learn such a thing because I never actually wanted it enough. And that's something that sadly many people fail to recognize. Many people want to cure this addiction called fapping. So they want to go on nofap. They want to become that guy who is so confident with girls. They want to become that person who is able to do stuff in life. They want to become that person who is actually great in life. But in reality, when it comes down to actually doing the actions, they aren't performing them well enough. And they are always thinking, but I want to change, but I don't know what's wrong. In reality, this can only mean one thing. You do not want it enough. That's the only possible scenario that can actually happen. So that's how I was able to learn how to flip pancakes. And if you really think about it, every one of us, including yourself, every man, every woman on this world has a pancake that they want to flip. Whether it's the form of a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a business, a beautiful job, a sustaining career, something that they love doing. They have this shape of a pancake inside, but they don't know how to reach it. They are afraid of the actions. They aren't certain that this will work. They're always thinking about negativity and stuff that can go wrong, and thus they never take action. One way I have actually learned to flip the pancake was through actually just one word. It's that simple. Doing. That's all you have to do. I mean, I already told you, I messed up more than half of my meals that I have actually made myself. So in reality, if I have made 100 meals, only about 50 of those were actually edible because the other ones weren't okay. The other ones were either on the floor or on some other furniture inside the kitchen because I didn't know how to flip the pancakes back then. But I kept on going. I cleaned the mess up. Then I went again, then I tried again. Next time, instead of asking my grandpa to make to make them. Instead of asking my mother to make them, I tried again and I failed again. It's the same as you, literally, hold on. It's the same as learning to ride this thing which you know yourself. Riding a bicycle is the same thing. How many times did you fall? How many times did you try to hop on this thing and you fell and you broke your head? How many times did you broke your knee, your elbow? How many times have you actually got blood from falling from this thing? But if I ask you right now, you most likely, unless you live under a rock, know how to ride this thing. Now you're not falling anymore. Now you're actually on here. Here you are, riding this thing. This is it. You're just cruising around on it and you have no problem. That's because you just kept on doing it. You failed, tried again. You failed, you tried again. You failed, you tried again. And continued this loop until you finally didn't fail anymore, but actually stayed on the bicycle itself. This is how you can actually achieve your goals. Many people give up on them. Will you be the one as well? I know it's hard. I know it's painful to see yourself failing every day. I know it's painful to just look at your work, not see any results, and you don't know why. You don't know what you're doing wrong. I know that feeling. I know that feeling when you feel like I'm working on something, but it feels like I'm working for nothing. That time when you get no views on your YouTube videos, that time when you have watched a full NoFap course, but then again, later on that night you still masturbate. I know how it feels. And I was close to giving up. I was close to giving up YouTube. But look at the channel now. Look at my words now. Look at how articulate I have became. Look at my background. I literally got a whiteboard because of how much I like this. And I would have never gotten inside this place right now if I have just given up. So there is only one thing that you can really do. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's painful. But you have to go, fail even harder. And next time, fail better and just continue doing this. And then you will be like this guy who said one very good quote. The guy's name is Alex Hormozi. And this guy just said something which is pretty damn true. In the beginning, you will suck. You will suck so much. But the more you do it, you will suck less and less and less. And then you will suck so little until the point where eventually you're not sucking anymore, but you're actually good at it. So that's the same thing in everything in life. NoFap addiction business. Think about anything you want, even girlfriends. Everything comes down to this one thing. Will you give up or will you fail better? Keep this in mind and click the first link in the description if you would like to learn more. See you.